Hello and welcome. Join us today as we take a nice and easy exploration of a truly special corner of Wales, the charming town of Laugharne here in Pembrokeshire. If you're looking for somewhere with bags of character, stunning views, a magnificent castle ruin, and a fascinating literary connection, well, you've come to the right place. For the next 8 minutes or so, we'll delve into the history of its impressive castle overlooking the estuary, soak up the atmosphere that inspired one of Wales's most famous poets, and explore the beautiful coastline that surrounds it. So, grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's discover the magic of Laugharne together. First things first, let's just take a moment to soak up Laugharne itself. It's not a bustling metropolis, and that's precisely its charm. Nestled right on the tough estuary, the town feels like it's breathing with the tides. You've got these lovely, winding streets, colourful houses huddled together, a few intriguing little shops to browse. It just invites you to slow down. You can picture the centuries of life that have unfolded here. Fishermen heading out on the tide, traders coming and going, and of course, more recently, artists and writers drawn to its unique atmosphere. Look at that view across the estuary, constantly changing with the light and the water. It's easy to see why people fall in love with this place. It has a kind of gentle, unassuming beauty. Let's wander down towards that magnificent structure dominating the skyline. Beyond the castle and the poet's haunts, Laugharne is also a gateway to the stunning natural beauty of the Taff Estuary and the Pembrokeshire Coast. The Wales Coast Path runs right through here, offering some wonderful walking opportunities. And here it is, Laugharne Castle. Doesn't it just cut a striking silhouette against the sky? Even as a ruin, it's incredibly impressive. It stands guard right where the River Taff meets the sea, a position of obvious strategic importance back in the day. Its story stretches way back, over 900 years. Like many Welsh castles, it started life probably as a Norman earth and timber affair around the early 12th century, built to keep a watchful eye on the locals and control the river crossing. Over the centuries, it was rebuilt in stone, knocked about a bit, rebuilt again. It saw plenty of action during various Welsh uprisings and conflicts. What we see mostly today reflects its later life. It was significantly remodeled in the Tudor period, particularly by Sir John Perrott, quite a character rumoured to be an illegitimate son of Henry VIII. He transformed it from a purely military fortress into a rather grand Elizabethan mansion within the older walls. You can still see evidence of those large windows and more comfortable living arrangements. A far cry from a drafty Norman keep. Now, one of the lovely surprises inside the castle grounds is this beautiful Victorian garden. After centuries of neglect, parts of the castle interior were laid out with formal paths, flower beds, and lawns in the 19th century. When romantic ruins were very much in vogue, it's been beautifully restored and maintained by the Welsh Historic Environment Service, and adds a wonderful splash of colour and tranquility to the rugged stonework. But, like many castles, its fortunes changed dramatically during the English Civil War in the 17th century. It was besieged, captured by parliamentary forces, and deliberately damaged or slighted to prevent it being used again militarily. And that's largely how it remained, gradually falling into the romantic ruin we see today. Stepping inside the walls, you really get a sense of its scale. Imagine this place bustling with life. Soldiers patrolling the battlements, servants hurrying across the courtyard, feasts taking place in the Great Hall. Even as ruins, the remaining towers and walls are substantial. You can wander around, explore the different levels. Mind your step on the uneven ground, of course, and just let your imagination roam. From up here, the views across the Taff Estuary are simply spectacular. You can see why they built it right here. You can't talk about Laugharne without talking about its most famous resident, the poet Dylan Thomas. He lived here with his wife Caitlin and their children on and off during the last few years of his tragically short life, from 1949 until his death in 1953, and Laugharne utterly captivated him. Just a short walk from the castle, nestled right on the cliff edge overlooking the estuary, is the boathouse. This was his family home, and it's kept much as it was. It's now a museum and heritage centre, and visiting it gives you a real insight into his life here. The views from its balcony are just, well, you can see why he loved it. And just above the boathouse, perched even more precariously, is his writing shed. This tiny, unassuming wooden hut was his sanctuary, where he wrote some of his most famous works, including, it's widely believed, much of Under Milkwood. Apparently, he'd spend hours in here, surrounded by crumpled papers, empty bottles perhaps, just gazing out at the heron-priested shore, as he called it. Looking out across the water, you get a real sense of space. On a clear day, you might even glimpse the Gower Peninsula across the water. It's a landscape shaped by the rhythm of the tides, transforming dramatically between high and low water. Peaceful, wild, and very beautiful. Now, while Laugharne itself can easily fill a day or more, it's also a great base for exploring a little further afield if you have the time. Just a short drive away, you have the vast expanse of Pendine Sands, famous for those historic land speed records. Or head west along the coast towards stunning beaches like Amroth, Saundersfoot, and the ever-popular walled town of Tenby. But really, the joy of Laugharne is in taking your time right here. Find a welcoming cafe, browse the few small galleries and shops, maybe revisit the castle gardens, or simply find a bench overlooking the estuary and watch the world go by. There are good facilities here, places to eat, public toilets, parking, making it a comfortable place to spend the day. Remember to check opening times for the castle and the boathouse before you visit, as they can vary seasonally, and wear comfortable shoes. Those historic streets and coastal paths are best enjoyed with happy feet. So that brings our gentle tour of Laugharne to a close. From its mighty medieval castle standing sentinel over the water, to the timeless charm of its streets, the lingering presence of Dylan Thomas, and the simple beauty of the estuary and coast, it really is a place that captures the heart and the imagination.